DWN Productions, masks, bus, props, custom work. If you want something custom made, hit me up. Fast custom shirts, hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, all reasonably priced. If you need some custom shirts, hit them up.
Oh, hey Tom.
So,
I went I went to the movies today, Tom. You
would you
know,
see?
uh another sneak preview. Well, I just want to thank the Texas Horror Cult for sending me an invite to this preview. Tom, you heard of a movie, an upcoming movie going to be released in a couple of days called The Watchers?
I heard of The Watchers with Corey Haim. I watched that not too long ago.
That's Watchers, based on the Dean Koontz novel. Uh, Good novel. I don't know that I remember the movie. Anyway, this movie is The Watchers, Tom, and it is directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. I forgot her name. Uh, kind of.
Philip.
I think it's Ishana, maybe. Starts with an I. And she's done some stuff. She's directed many episodes of the M. Night Shyamalan produced TV series Servant. And her episodes have actually been really, pretty good, man. So this movie is produced by M. Night Shyamalan and directed by his daughter, who I won't butcher her name again. I'm saying it wrong, whatever it is, but she's got some cred. She did, that show. She did some good episodes of that show. And this movie, based on a book, she did the screenplay for it, and here we go. I'm going to give you the synopsis of this before we get into the spoiler part, because this is going to be pretty spoilery. I don't think I can talk about this movie without spoilering it, or whatever the fuck I'm saying.
Spoiling.
The first fuck I said in the whole thing. I think we went a minute without saying fuck, so let's see if that makes a difference. But anyway, okay, so there's this young lady living in Ireland, Tom, and she is I don't know, I think she's working for a pet store or something, and like her pet store manager says, "Hey, we got this exotic bird parrot here that doesn't talk, but can you deliver it to this address for us?" She goes, "Yeah, I'll do it." She goes back home. She goes back home, leaves the rabbit there, the parrot there, and says, "Hey, I'm gonna go out and party tonight. I hope you don't die." And the parrot says, "I hope you don't die. Don't die, don't die." Oh, that's a fucking it's leading us in to the movie, Tom. Leading us in.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. So what she does is she goes and puts on a wig and goes into the bars of Ireland and pretends she's somebody else. Gets laid, comes back home, whatever. Anyway, she gets the parrot, loads it up, and then's driving off. And it's like, "Hey, you're delivering this into the hills, the scenic part of Ireland." And shit, it is pretty scenic. It fucking looks nice and everything. She's getting into the forest, and all of a sudden, her radio is freaking out. How they do in the movies. Like, hey, if something's going weird, the radio starts freaking out, and her radio, the digital relay there, it starts throwing out runes, Tom. Some of those crazy Celtic runes, and Well,
What's
shit.
the room there, Joe?
Yeah, it's just some fucking like scribbles that fucking Vikings or like fucking Irish people did, or whoever, whatever
So
the
you're saying the display on the radio has some gibberish language on it?
it does,
Okay.
Tom. I guess in Ireland their fucking radios, their digital things have like sideways crazy shit. But okay, so it shuts down. She grabs the bird and starts walking. It's like, well, shit, I think there's a house close to here. We'll keep walking. And then she comes to a sign, it's like there's like a scarecrow on the sign. It says like 142, don't turn back or turn back now or something. She goes, I don't know what the.
What?
She turns back and her car is gone, Tom. Her car's gone. She's just like lost in the woods. She has to keep going through the woods and like, oh fuck, hey, there's a person there. Like she starts following that person, and she comes to like a little. It's not a house. It's like a bunker. Goes in there, and there's, oh no, you got to stay here with us. There's three other people, and it's like, well, what the fuck? What's going on? It's like, no, don't worry, don't worry. You just calm down. It's like you gotta be here or else you'll die. And in front of them is like a big mirror. It's like a two-way glass, Tom. So they've got the mirror, and then whatever's in front of them can look in on them. And they say, okay, well, just stand here. It's nighttime, so stand here. It's like, well, what the fuck? Yeah, they're looking at us. They're looking at us. These creatures that are outside, we're stuck here. We can't leave. We can never leave. you know, except when it's daytime. We can go forage, in the forest, hunt for whatever we can hunt for, get like roots and shit like that. And yeah, there's no way out of here. Like people have tried. Like you can try. You can go to the edge of the forest and you know, you'll never come back. You'll never come back if you're not here by daytime. And it's like, well, shit, like there's these big holes in the ground, big like fucking burrows, like if
Donkey?
yeah, like if a groundhog or like a fucking squirrel makes a hole in the ground, it's like that, but it's huge. I said, well, what the fuck's that? That's where they come from. Shh, you know. So, at one point she says, well, let's fucking go down here. I've been trapped here for like 4 fucking days, just staring at this fucking, mirror. For them, it's a mirror, Tom. They're looking back at themselves. She goes down there and she finds like bikes and like fucking little camcorders and shit like that. Camcorders, Tom, so we can see what that last person's, uh it's a lot of that for a long time. And it's just it sucks, Tom. Okay, this movie just fucking sucks. Okay, because we've established these rules. Okay, that once you're in this forest, you cannot get out of this forest, right? At nighttime, if you're out at nighttime, these creatures, whatever the fuck they are going to kill you. So from there, and this is where it gets spoilery. So if you don't want to fucking listen, turn it off now. I think you've already listened or watched enough to where we're still going to get a view. Yeah, baby. Fuck y'all. But yeah, it gets real shitty from here because she goes down there and they set up a camera, that one camera. Oh, it turns out like, hey, if you're inside this bunker where they're looking at you, there's like electricity and shit that you can fucking rig up a camera and like see what the camera's going. And some fucking creature comes out. It's not a creature. It's one of the missing people that's married to one of the people in there. Hey, let me in. Let me in. No, don't let him in. It's not really him. It's one of them. And they're pretending to be us. They want to take us over. Well, how the fuck do you know that? How like there's this one old lady in there and she's like, no, here's the rules for living here. And here's the rules for staying alive. Oh, how does she fucking know the rules? Like if she's stuck there. Uh, After a while, she still explores more and whatever. And eventually, like there's carpets on the floor. They pull up the carpets. They've never done this, and all the times that they've been doing that. And there's like one of these little like wheels to where like it opens a fucking hatch and like you can go down there and whatever. They go down there and it's like this professor had set up this whole fucking lab or whatever because he knew this one forest there was fairies, Tom. No, no, no. Not what you're thinking, Tom. Fairies were big time in Ireland, as creatures that would help people, but it turns out that the people turned against them and confined fairies to this one forest that they could never get out of. But this professor, like, hey, I want to meet these fairies and I want to get their power because they can reanimate people or become people. And his dead wife, he wants one of them to become his dead wife so he can be with his dead wife again. Yeah, this is how confusing and shitty this is. They eventually escape from that place because of the fucking tapes that the professor had left. They escape, but like this whole bunker. Like, how did he build this bunker? Because like once you get in there, you can't fucking escape, right? From this forest. So how did he build all this shit? I don't know.
Magic?
No, like they say, well, he would bring other people in from other small villages and they would build it for him. Well, how the fuck did he get in touch with them? Like he didn't have a fucking phone line in there. It's just fucking dumb. Anyway, it turns out that the one older lady that was in there trapped with them, she's really one of those fairies, Tom. And she was using that girl to get out of there. So now like what's her fucking end game? I don't even know. But the thing is like the girls are gonna expose her and the fairy's gonna kill her, but the girl tells her no. I mean, I know you're emulating us humans, you're emulating our hate and our everything we do wrong, but we also love and we also care. And the fucking fairy just starts freaking out, Tom. It's like, oh no, I do care. And I fucking started cracking up at that scene. Of course,
She just got Galactus in it.
yeah, it's one of those scenes in the theater where I'm the only one laughing because it's so fucking ridiculous. Uh, yeah, and then it just kind of ends. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, and I don't give a shit about nepotism or whatever. Hey, if your kid wants to do what you do, that's fucking great, man. But I hope at some point she breaks away from doing the kind of movies that her dad does that nobody gives a fuck about, and they're very fucking stupid. But her dad's got a lot of money. Her dad's got a lot of clout. This movie fucking sucks. Do not go watch it. Wait for it to stream. If you do, it fucking sets up rules and it breaks them. It just fucking you don't care. You don't care about the characters. You don't care about any of it. It tries to set up a mythology. You know what? If I was in like 6th grade and I watched this movie, I probably would have thought, yeah, it's pretty cool, But I was dumb as fuck back then. Hopefully you people that are watching it that are in, your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, so on, are not as dumb. I hope you don't like that. I hope I don't see anybody on my social media friends list that say, fuck, this was great. Because I'm probably going to delete your ass right then and there. Because I mean, like what you like, but goddamn, there's limits to that shit too, where I can like put up with somebody that likes something that's really fucking dumb, and this is really, really fucking dumb. Uh, did not like Tom. Did not like the cinematography is great though.
So there's no creatures in it?
Yeah, but you hardly ever see them, and you know what? If I was asked to describe them now, I can't do it. You know, this is going to be a movie that it's going to make a list right now, but it's going to be a movie that I totally forget about. That it's like it's there's nothing memorable about this thing, man.
Okay. So you kind of lost me at Scarecrow.
I love you. Yeah.
What does the parrot have to do with anything?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a metaphor for the creatures because they parrot people. You know, the creatures are trying to be people, so
But
they
the
can,
creatures are the fairies, right?
right, so they can immerse themselves back into the world that they used to be a part of.
So they don't look like people and they don't look like Tinkerbells.
They're trying to look like people, and that's why they're observing the people in this fucking you know, they call it the coop, but I call it the interrogation room, you know, because they're looking through the one-way glass.
So the fairies set up a trap for people so they can find out how to mimic them.
No. So the professor set up this whole thing. Exactly. It doesn't fucking
So
make
the fairies could use it so he can observe the fairies and see how they did things.
so the fairies could observe his wife, and one of them could become his wife, who he was dead and he missed so much that he wanted back. But his wife was already dead, so how could they observe her?
Is this a fuck who you wanna fuck movie?
It's not even that good, you know? Splice has nothing, you know, this Splice is fucking a masterpiece compared to this.
And you said a lady directed this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
That'll show him.
It makes no sense. It's a piece of shit. You know, watch it for free. Walk the lobby. There's other people, you know, that I know. We're like looking at each other. They watched it for free. They agreed this sucked. Uh, so the thing
I
is,
wish I had something else that I can like pull up the fucking description of this movie and then go over to Letterboxd and see what this rated. I
I don't know
what
what it's.
the
I mean, it's not rated R. There's no nudity. The violence is very minimal. Uh,
well what the fuck drew her to the forest? Why was she picked? Is this just happenstance? We
I,
happen to follow a bitch with a bird?
I guess it's just happens. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason when you fucking step back and look at the movie. Uh, yeah, anybody who says they love this movie or think it's great, I got questions for you. You know, it's like I want to know why you think it's great or what, you know, not
How'd
happy.
the how'd the scarecrow look? Was that cool at least?
Um, yeah, it'd be all right. It'd be something you'd want to build in your yard for Halloween, you know, but it's something anybody could build.
Well, hopefully I'll be able to find a picture of the scarecrow and use that for the thumbnail.
Yeah. Yeah, so like after the movie, like I said, we're gathered around talking. The thing with the Joey, the guy that you know like hooks this up for us, good dude, real good dude. But the thing is, like he's in the industry, Tom, and like a lot of people that come to this, they're in the industry. Most of them don't, that doesn't fucking matter.
What are you talking about in the industry? They live in Dallas.
The film industry in Dallas, and there's not a big film industry in Dallas. They've made a few TV shows and shit here, but like there's this guy that walks up to me as we're all talking, me and some other people are talking. He says, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like, "Hey, how are you, man?" He's, "Oh, I'm what's it? I forgot his name." My name's Joe. It's like, "Hey, are you in the industry?" And I knew what he was talking about. I said, "No, no, I make t-shirts. I can do nothing for you. I'm not yeah." After I said that, yeah, he just like went to the next guy. "Hey, how's it going?" It's like, uh
Those people fucking suck.
they do. And that
I
dude,
don't miss that shit.
yeah. I was like, but I always tell him that immediately, I can do nothing fucking for you. You know.
Except make your shirts over at fastcustomshirts.com.
I'm pretty sure that guy didn't need any shirts or couldn't afford any shirts, even though I am very affordable at fastcustomshirts.com. Odd shit.
That'd be cool if fastcustomshirts.com slid down in their chair a little bit to frame themselves up better, but it's all right. The review's over with. Or do you got anything else to say?
No, well, do not watch this movie. That's a if you want to watch it, but I would not recommend spending money to watch this. You know, and we're in like 3 or 4 weeks where nothing in the theaters has made money. So don't make this the movie that makes money.
I mean, it's horror, PG-13 horror. I don't know. I don't know how well that. Who knows? I only seen one fucking movie in theaters this year, and I can't think of anything that I'm like, yeah, I'll go check that out. Like that new Deadpool. Let's wait until it comes on video
You'll go
or
watch.
streaming. Maybe, but like they're okay. The fucking rewatch value isn't there.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to go see Furiosa, but I had some shit go down, and so I haven't been able to go see that. But hopefully this weekend or something. I don't know. But that hated movies, if you remembered, and I still have not got to go see it.
Yeah, old Tuesday. I was like, oh, it's $5 Tuesday. I was like, all right, I think I'll go see that In a Violent Nature. And then I say, go fuck yourself, Tom. I did not go see that shit. Walking in back of a motherfucker the whole time. Suck a dick.
With that one, there's a lot of people whose opinion I trust that say it fucking sucks, and there's a lot of people I know that like everything that say it's great.
I don't know. I don't know. I think there hasn't been shit that fucking like I can't think of shit. King Kong, Godzilla, that was fucking it, and that wasn't good. Oh, that wasn't good at all. Fuck.
Well,
I don't know.
fucking watchers, not good. Would not recommend. It is making a list, and I'm glad I saw it for free.
Well, if that's all you got, tell them that's all you got.
That's all I fucking got. It's a boy gob on that thing.